Hello everyone, welcome back to Study Tip for IGCSE Biology. Today's topic is related to animal nutrition. So, without further delay, let's begin with. In this chapter, you will find out about a balanced diet, nutrient and their sources. Different people need different amounts of energy in their diet. Why we need to digest food that we eat, the structure of the alimentary canal and functions of each of its parts, and how digested food is absorbed and assimilated. Balanced diet. Meanings of balanced diet is a diet which consists of a proper quantities and proportion of food needed, like carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins, mineral, water, fiber, to maintain health or growth. And most animals need 7 types of nutrients in their diet. The 7 types of nutrients is carbohydrates. The functions of carbohydrate is to provide energy. Where we can get the carbohydrate, the sources can come from bread, corn, potatoes or spaghetti. And protein functions for protein is for the growth and repair of new cell. And the sources that we can get protein is from fish, chicken, beef, milk, egg, green tea, and apple. So, other than that, fats. Fats, the function for fats is needed in our body is for storing and insulate energy. Sources where we can get fats is through oil, saturated fats like cream, cheese, butter, and milk, and vitamins. Vitamin is needed in our body is only a tiny amount of it for the purpose of to maintain health. So sources we can get from vegetables and fruits. And minerals also is needed in our body in a small amount is for the purpose of to maintain health. And the sources for the mineral you can get from vegetables and fruits. And water. If you already learned, 80% of our body is made of water. So the reason being water is needed and is crucial because for chemical reaction in our body. And the sources is basically we can get from water itself, fruits and vegetables. And fiber. The functions of the fiber in our body is to keep the alimentary canal working properly. And the sources of fiber you can get from vegetables, grain, avocado, and pear, and etc. Vitamins. Vitamin C, the sources is you can get it from citrus fruits like oranges, lime, and raw vegetables. And why it's needed in our body is to make the stretchy protein collagen found in the skin and other tissue and keep tissues in a good repair. And the deficiency disease, or if you lack of vitamin C, it might lead to scurvy, which causes pain in joint and muscles, and bleeding gums and other places. And why we need vitamin D in our body is because it helps calcium to be absorbed for making bone and teeth. And the sources for vitamin D, you can get it from butter, egg yolk, and can be made by skin when sunlight falls on it. And the effect, if lack of vitamin D, is the disease is rickets, in which the bone becomes soft and deformed. Next, we go to minerals. Calcium. Sources of calcium, we can get it from food, milk, and other dairy products like bread, dairy products and bread. And why is needed, why it is important? Calcium in our body is for bone and teeth and for blood clotting. And the effect of lack of vitamin calcium is brittle bone and teeth, poor blood clotting. And irons, so we can get for liver, red meat, egg yolk, dark green vegetables. White is needed, is for making hemoglobin, and the red pigment in blood which carry oxygen. And the lack of iron can cause anemia, which are not enough red blood cells, so the tissue do not get enough oxygen delivered to them. And digestions. Let's move on to the digestion. So, the alimentary canal is a muscular tube which extends from the mouth to the anus. Before food can be of any use to the animals, it has to get out of the alimentary canal and into the bloodstream. The human digestive system comprises of mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anus, which indicate as double asterisk in the diagram. Food eaten will go through several phases such as ingestion. Food is taken into alimentary canal. Mechanical digestion, the breakdown of food into smaller pieces without chemical change to the food molecule. Chemical digestion, the breakdown of large insoluble molecule into small soluble molecule. Absorption is the small molecule are absorbed into the blood. Assimilation, the movement of digested food molecule into the cell of the body where they are used becoming part of the cells. And ingestion, the passing out of food that has not been digested or absorbed through the anus. Basically, on the left-hand side is the alimentary canal. Okay, the human digestion system involves all human structure. Okay, like you have mouth. The mouth is actually food is ingested using teeth, lip, and tongue. And teeth bite, grind food into smaller pieces. Tongue mixes food with salivary glands mixed with water, mucus and enzyme amylase, and mucus form bolus. Amylase digests starch in the food to sugar maltose. Esophagus. Esophagus, there are two tubes leading down from the back of the mouth. Front is trachea, windpipe, takes air down to the lungs. When you swallow a piece cartilage, epiglottis cover the entrance to trachea, which stop food from going down to the lungs. Esophagus located behind trachea and entrance to stomach. From esophagus is guarded by a ring of muscle. Sphincter relaxes to let the food pass into the stomach. Stomach has strong muscular wall. The muscle contract and relax to churn the food and mix it with enzyme and mucus. The mixture is called chyme. Stomach wall contain goblet cell that is called secret mucus. Stomach wall also contain other cells to produce protease, enzyme, and other make hydrochloric acid, which help to kill bacteria in food. And main protease enzyme, like pepsin, is to digest protein and breaking down into the polypeptides. Pepsin is the enzyme that exists in the stomach. Renin is only produced in the stomach of young animal. And stomach can store food 1 or 2 hours. And we have small intestine. The function of small intestine consists of 2 parts, which is nearest to the stomach is duodenum, and the last part nearest to the colon is ileum. Several enzymes are made in the pancreas and secreted into duodenum. Pancreatic juice or fluid made by pancreas flow along the tube, which contain amylase, protease, lipase, sodium hydrogen carbonate, partially neutralized acid. Large intestine is a colon and rectum, are sometimes called large intestine. Undigested food cannot be absorbed in small intestine. It travels on through cecum. Past appendix have no function. Nevertheless, more water and salt are absorbed in colon. Colon absorb much less water than small intestine. By the time food reaches the rectum, most of the substance which can be absorbed have gone into blood. Liver, the function of liver is the liver regulates most chemical level in the blood and excrete a product called bile. This will help carry away waste product from the liver. All the blood leaving the stomach and intestine passes through the liver. And 5 functions of the liver is filtering, digestion, metabolism, and detoxification, protein synthesis, storage vitamins and minerals. Gallbladder. Gallbladder, the main function is to store bile. Bile helps your digestive system break down into fats. Bile is a mixture of mainly cholesterol, bilirubin, and bile salts. And pancreas. Pancreas contains exocrine gland that produce enzyme important to digestion. These enzymes include trypsin and chymotrypsin to digest protein and amylase for the digestion of carbohydrate and lipase to break down the fat. And finally, we have a topic of diarrhea. What is diarrhea? Diarrhea is the loss of water. It happens when not enough water is absorbed. Diarrhea is a dangerous illness, and if diarrhea is severe and go on for a long time, it can cause of death. A person with severe diarrhea can lose dangerous amount of water and salt from their body, causing some of their tissues and organs to stop working. Causes of diarrhea. Infection by bacterium which causes by disease cholera. Bacterium can spread through water and contaminated food. Cholera bacterium produce toxin, poison, stimulate cell lining the intestine to secrete chloride ions. These ions accumulate in the lumen of small intestine by increasing the concentration of fluid and lowering water potential. Nevertheless, as long as enough fluid can be given to replace those losses, almost every person suffering from cholera will eventually recover. With that being said, I would like to end my presentation. Thank you very much.